Hi there. I hope you're doing well and life is treating you fantastic. I'm just going to walk you through the lesson today as we continue on solving the problem for the people of Westfield and what's wrong with their water. So today we're going to be observing some reactions. And so we're going to do a couple things today, quite a few actually. So we're going to add some vocabulary to our notebook. We're going to add matter, substance, scale, and property. I'm going to have you look at samples from the Westfield water. You're going to explore reactions by observing changes hands-on and with the sim. And then we're going to add key concepts 1 and 2 to our notebook. So in our notebook here, vocabulary, we're going to add those terms and you just add them into the text box here. Okay, we've got matter, we've got on this side matter, and then over here we've got substance, scale, and we're actually are going to need to add property. That's something that looking over, I was like, oh my gosh, that's probably one that we really need to hit on. So to add that into our doc, you're going to just click on the cell here and do copy, and then right click again and paste so that you have a text box to add your definition. And then I'm going to have you insert a text box next to that empty box, and we're going to type in the term property. All right. You may have to adjust your text box here so that it all fits. And if you're like me, sometimes you want to make everything look perfect and in line. Okay. So once I have that, I'm going to make sure I type in the definitions either in class, or I'm going to pull up my Quizlet and find those terms in the Quizlet and copy paste those definitions here. It's always good to revisit those. Okay. Then I kind of want to review a little bit that the people of Westfield, they're having some problems with their water. When they turn on their pipe, their water comes out this brown, yucky, nasty water here. And we're trying to figure out, what is this brown substance? That's our chapter 1 question. What is the brown substance in the water? Okay. And so what you're going to do first is you're going to be observing these substances. If you're in the classroom, you're going to see them hands-on. If you are working remotely from home, you're going to make your best observations from these images here down below. After that, and you're making very detailed observations too. After that, you're going to do a lab today. It's a hands-on lab where we're going to explore mixing calcium chloride that's been dissolved in water and sodium carbonate that's been dissolved in water. We're going to see how they look before the reaction and then how they look after. Now, if you are working remotely from home or are absent today, that's okay. Life happens. I have a video here that I'm also going to add to Google Classroom of me walking through the lab and explaining everything. So you can watch the video at your leisure and see the reaction that takes place. All right. So we'll be filling this out in class, or if you're remotely from home, you'll have that available. Then we have on slide, so that's slide 10, and I'm not sure why slide 11 is repeating itself, so we may have you delete that. So then slide 12 here is can a substance change into different substance? So it's a screenshot of your simulation. I have in your Google Classroom this doc, Ladderback Mixing Substances Part 1 Sim. It'll send you a link here to the laboratory where you can virtually, make sure you log in with Google as always, where you can virtually add chemicals together. So I'm going to find my chemicals and I'm going to mix them and see what's happening at a atomic level, a smaller scale, okay? Because sometimes what we see with our eyes, there's more happening on a smaller scale that we can't see. So we use these models in order to help explain that. So you're going to go through, you're going to answer some of these questions and follow the steps. And you're going to see how a reaction that we see hands-on looks different than a reaction that we see in a model, okay? And you'll take a screenshot of your results here and you'll answer the discussion question down below. And then the last thing we're going to do is add key concepts 1 and 2 to our Amplify notebook. So remember, in our slide 6 here, our chapter question, and I think I'm going to go ahead and type it down, which is, what is the reddish brown substance in the water? Okay. We will actually type in here key concepts 1 and 2, the key supporting evidence to help build on answering this question, all right, so that we can work on helping the people of Westfield. So I hope you're doing well. We will revisit this in class, and I will see you later. So bye.